Okay, so uh, since we have an additional player today, I'm gonna say
Yeah.
let's just kick off instead of with the recap. Can you all go around and describe your characters so Bailey knows what he's working with?
Absolutely.
All right, who wants to start? Okay,
I'll go.
don't make me pick a volunteer.
I'll go.
Voluntold somebody.
I am Fenora Morrissey. She is a water genasi sorcerer. If you look at her from a certain direction, she looks like she has pale skin, but other directions, she looks like the waves of the ocean. You can see white and blue and different colors of blue and green. And she is dressed kind of very regal. You don't see any armor on her. Uh, you don't really see any calluses, soft hands. Very indoorsy type of person. Next.
That's Venora.
I'm
Right.
Cart.
You're the
I'm a
bird.
harpy eagle. Yeah, I'm like 5 foot, 100 pounds, all black. I have black leather on. Like on the inside of my wings, I have like little holsters for throwing knives. And I commissioned this ship. Well, I guess my godmother commissioned it, but it's my mission that we're doing. I'm trying to map the world. And that's me.
E.
Wanna pet the bird?
Zig is ship's doctor. Kind of resembles a very skinny old man. Kind of resembles a zombie. Makes no effort to help you decide which he is. Generally rather sarcastic, slow spoken, but with the ship's best interest at heart.
Steven, do you want to go next?
Johnny is a 4 foot tall, about a little over 4 foot tall black rabbit person who has a perpetual resting bitch face, is pissed off at the world, and is generally 24/7 brimming with weapons. I mean, musket on his back, pistol at his hip, hand axe, dagger, crossbow, a bandolier of bullets and crossbow bolts hanging across his chest,
Johnny's a mess.
black leather armor, and a rather large flask hanging on his belt. He's just pitch all over with burning red fur, clothes, and
Oh, you're cutting out a bit there, Steven.
It's alright, you got it. You
Okay.
got it. You got the basics.
from the tips of his ears to the bottom of his boots, he's pitch black.
All right.
I don't mean to butt in. Is my microphone feeding back?
No,
Or
not
can
that.
you guys hear yourselves?
No, you're good.
You're
No.
fine.
Okay, because the overlay keeps popping up and I was worried that it broke.
Nope.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I didn't mean to butt in. Carry
No,
on.
you're fine. And Felix.
What?
Just describe yourself, please.
Felix is a tabaxi. He's about five.
You're cutting out, dog.
I know I stopped talking. Is that it?
All we got was the tabaxi bit.
Okay.
What color is his fur?
Right.
What is a
I'm getting
tabaxi?
to it.
Likes to smoke.
Felix is a tabaxi.
The suspense.
Someone else can go for now.
Wait.
A
You have to explain
tabaxi-
what is a tabaxi?
Tabaxis are cat people. They can be of almost any type of cat. He had decided it was a desert cat as opposed to like, it could be anywhere from a house cat to well, not a lion now, but tigers and lynxes and shit like that.
Oh, okay.
What we do know about Felix so far is that he doesn't have an established accent, nor does he apparently have a limit to his costumes.
All right. And Bailey, do you want to describe Riker?
He's human. He's ex-guard of some kind, and he's kind of quiet. I did make a visual sheet because I like to draw, so I did that. I don't know if I need to resend that.
You are more than welcome to do that.
Well, I don't know.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
Well, I don't know if I need to, like, if y'all had seen it or
Has
not.
everyone seen the character art for Riker?
I'm
Yeah.
not sure if I have, so if you could throw it in Chronicles, that'd be great.
Yeah, I got you.
You got the character art, John, right?
Yeah, I put the character art for Johnny and Zig last week.
Yeah, so he's very basic.
Oh, there you go.
Riker!
Yeah.
Good shit.
Nice.
And just for my information, the patch, the eye patch, is he blind in that eye?
That is to be determined.
Okay. Okie dokie. Just to give you a quick idea of the main crew members that have been introduced so far, you have the captain. His name is Bertrand. Typical like captain's coat, and he doesn't really wear a captain's hat. It's more like a safari cap.
Come on back.
He's got like a
Get up
very,
here, come
very
on.
dirty mustache. And he generally looks like if you touched him, you'd get an STD.
Get into my
Diogo is the first mate. He's kind of shorter, but very stout, very muscular. His accent tends to switch between Irish and Scottish depending on how pissed off he is. And then Cookie is the cook. He's just a big, not jolly. He looks jolly, but he gets pretty defensive if you question whether or not he has the ability to properly feed the crew. And does anyone want to tell Bailey what we did last session?
Looks meaningfully at Stephen.
Did we do anything last week?
We ate. We got checked for diseases. Well, we got questioned about if we've been in any questionable situations.
Like playground.
Yeah.
Looks
And
like a
then
captain.
I got hit on by Bertrand, got my own room, and that's when we found out Felix can't hold an accent. Or maybe he's trying out different accents. I don't know.
I feel that.
Yeah, it was the crew members kind of met the captain, Diogo, and Cookie. They were shown their quarters and invited to the galley to have dinner. Zig kind of conducted checkups on the party members to make sure they're just healthy for the voyage. And remind me, because I meant to do it, I don't know if I did. Did the captain explain that basically the job that the ship was hired to do was escort cart so he can map the
Yeah, no,
world?
he
No, you didn't
introduced us
tell
to
me that.
Cart and told us what our job was.
Okay.
Ignore that role,
Oh, I didn't get told that.
Well,
please.
that's what the ship has been most recently hired to do, is to escort cart
Map the
around the
world.
world so he can map it. Yep. So you're going to be stopping at like every landmass.
Cool.
All right. And we pick up. Everyone, I believe, had gone to their quarters to go to bed at the end of last session, correct?
Yes,
All right.
as
Yeah.
far as I know.
Okie dokie. So, welcome to the back door again. We are going to start off in the morning. You're all in your quarters. I don't know if you're sleeping, but you do hear, and if you are sleeping, you are woken up by the loud sound of banging pots and pans that are kind of going up and down the corridor where the private rooms are. And you hear Cookie's voice, "Everybody up! Breakfast! Breakfast!" What are you all doing?
Um, I'm in the deck below, right?
Yeah, Johnny's quarters are in the deck below, right?
Yeah, he's with the actual ship's crew. He's in the ship's crew quarters.
Okay. Zig spent the first part of the night examining the stars at the front of the boat, and the last part of the night meditating and sort of creating a star map for where they are in his journal. So he's awake, but he didn't sleep. He never sleeps.
Okay. And when you hear Cookie, are you gonna heed the call for breakfast?
Oh yeah, I'll go out and socialize for a given value of socialization at the table.
All right. Venora, were you sleeping when the banging of pots and pans started, or were you already awake?
No, I was very much sleeping. I had fell asleep up on the dock of the ship in a bunch of rope as I was watching the moon, because I've only seen the moon from the island that I'm from. So she had taken off her jacket and had fallen asleep there. So I assume that it's kind of pretty loud coming up through the stairs.
Oh, and
And
you're at that point, you were probably being a little bit jostled awake by the crew members because they get up at the ass crack of dawn to do their job.
man, so she's at the beginning part when the crew starts waking up. Is at the same time that Cookie's like, bitches come eat?
No, they're kind of just making sure that the ship is on its course, that the sails are where they need to be, that everything is moving steadily so that when breakfast is ready, they can all go down and eat and not have to worry about anything.
Okay, so yeah, she would have kind of, with a posh attitude, grabbed her jacket and went into the room that Bertram had given her, and she would throw the jacket on the little chair by the desk and just kind of plump back down onto the bed. And now she hears the pots and pans, and she just assumes that one of the servants in the castle is gonna bring the food. She's kind of still sleeping, a little groggy, and she she just lays there for a little while. About I don't know. I'd say another half hour.
Okay, so while she's laying there, God, Cart, how are you responding to the call?
Oh, I spring out of bed. I'm excited for the day to start. I put on my leather armor and like kind of like run out of my room, and, like off to the deck, and just kind of like fly up onto the bird's nest and just take a little peek around. And I'll fly back down and I guess go under deck to the mess hall and
Okay.
just await breakfast.
All right. Felix, were you sleeping?
Uh, no, he's just getting dressed and getting ready to go out to breakfast.
Okay. And Riker, are you, because you kind of been in your room and haven't like met any of the new or the new, people that are being chartered. So are you coming to breakfast as well?
Yes. Yeah. He'll get up and go down. Or
All
up,
right.
wherever.
And as you guys kind of enter the galley, there's a lot of long tables and benches, and the food is already spread out. There's like simple wooden plates in a stack on each end of each table, so you can just grab and kind of help yourself.
What type of food is it?
It's breakfast food. Um, there are eggs, like scrambled eggs, there's sausages, there's a little bit of bacon, some hardtack bread and cheese. But if any of you are familiar with, sailing or being on voyages that are relatively long, you all kind of know that the eggs are going to be used up very quickly.
As you make your way over to the table, you see Zig sitting there at, sort of the corner of the table, nursing a cup of what appears to be tea in front of him, and there's a bowl of limes in the middle of the table.
Um, so as I walk in, my eyes widen. Y'all are gonna be fucking eating eggs? What? What is wrong with all of you? I'll make a
Cookie
plate of
kind
everything else besides that.
Cookie hears you
The
and kind of
fucking
looks over
monsters.
at you and looks a little bashful, like, "Oh, sorry about that."
Just gonna hurry up and eat my food and try to get out of here as quick as possible. This is a fucking slaughter.
Damn.
Damn.
Oh my god.
Conflict already.
Right? Jesus. Off to a bad start.
Noted. Never pick up eggs.
And as you guys kind of all
Cartoonist
filter,
routine is always going to piss off somebody.
as you guys kind of all filter in and take your seats and start, filling your plates, the rest of the crew shuffles in as well, and soon, like the room is kind of just full of like a low din as they all eat and talk and chat. But the crew is moving through their food pretty fast because they know they need to get back up on deck. Johnny, what are you doing?
Um, I am assuming that before he goes, before he and the gunner crew go to eat, I'm gonna echo.
So right, not bad. Just keep going.
Um, they do a kind of light inspection of the guns to make sure there's no dangerous surprises popping up real quick. Light inspection before breakfast, and then a heavier one after. So he's kind of supervising that before he heads up.
All right. And are you going to take a seat with the new additions kind of at their one end of a table, or are you just sitting with your crew?
Right now, I'm sitting with my gunner mates,
Okay.
and just bacon, eggs, the biscuit, that kind of thing. Just grab a lime and squeeze it into the rum.
Otter, you don't have rum?
I have a flask.
Oh yeah, no. Johnny has rum. Bertrand just doesn't stock the stores with any rum, so it's like Johnny's personal stash.
I just pop open my flask and squeeze a bit of lime in there. You know?
Okay. And
Kind of get zig off
what was that?
kind of get zig off the back.
And Felix, where are you in all of this mess hall mess?
Um, just eating.
Okay. And as you guys work through your breakfast, Diogo comes in as the rest of the crew is starting to, stack their plates on the counter for Cookie to wash, and they're shuffling out. But Diogo comes in and spots you all kind of seated near each other and heads over, sits down, grabs his own plate. All right. Bertrand wants to see y'all in his quarters whenever you're finished. He wants to do a bit of a briefing.
I
I can take you there when I'm done, or you can try to find your own way. It's just down the hall, down those little steps, and to the left.
I think I remember it from the first trip, but yeah, thanks.
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic when you say thanks, and I don't like it.
Always. Just, baseline. Always.
Fair enough. Where's your the little blue, green, white girl?
I don't know. Not
Uh,
my job to keep track of her.
oh, fine. He takes his plate with him and heads over to Venora's room, and he doesn't bang on the door, but he knocks pretty firmly. Hey, lass.
Hello.
Good
What?
morning. Are you coming to breakfast?
Ah. What do you mean it's not coming to me?
That's not how
Oh,
things work here.
shit, I'm not in the castle. Yeah, I'm coming.
All right, and just so you know, the captain wants to see you when you're done.
Ugh. Didn't he see enough of me already?
Well, it's not just you this time. He wants to see everybody.
Oh, well, that's different. Sh- I'll come for breakfast after we're done, I guess.
All right, might not be much left.
Oh, that's fine. I could always go catch a fish, I guess. We are on a boat, right?
We are. You know how to use a fishing pole?
Oh, I don't need to. I can swim, and I don't need to breath.
Can you swim as fast as a ship to catch back up once you've gotten your fish?
Can Can you teach me how to fish?
He looks like resigned to his fate and just pinches the bridge of his nose. I'll teach you how to fish.
Really?
Cookie pouch.
It, if it means you can feed yourself instead of, waking up when everyone else eats, sure, we can't have you starving.
That's very kind. Uh, she's not even gonna change yet. She's just gonna go and follow them.
All right. So as you all finish up your meal, uh, Diogo does lead you to Bertrand's quarters, and he knocks, and the door is thrown open, and Bertrand is in his skivvies. He's got a towel wrapped around his waist. He clearly just bathed, but he doesn't look any cleaner.
That one's weird, man. I did not mean to see that this early in the morning.
Oh, Johnny. Come on in, everybody. Come in. That's not Bertrand's voice. Sorry.
Felix did not go.
Oh,
He went
okay.
back to his quarters.
Is he going back to sleep or is he just not having it?
You know, never know. He might go back. He's not having anything to do with Bertram's quarters, though.
Fair enough. But yeah, Bertrand kind of like steps aside and holds an arm out and like waves you all in. Come in. Do come in.
Is this about actual important business, or is this more your shenanigans?
Well, I never. This is important business. Johnny, get in. Get in. Please get in. I do need you
I think
here.
it's always about shenanigans. Important business might be incidental.
And I'm holding one hand to my pistol. You know damn well what will happen if you try to draw me into your shenanigans.
I'm aware, and I won't. I will.
Good.
Well, I'll try not to. Let's put it that way.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Hmm. And he reaches out a hand and then like pulls it back, just refraining from patting you between the ears.
And the entire time, Johnny's gonna have one hand on the handle.
Interesting.
So are all of you going into, because his quarters, it's like the navigation room plus his little bunk and cot in the corner. There's some like there's a desk that's bolted down, some chairs. It's his working space and his living space.
Oh yeah, I'll go.
Have a seat,
I'll be in the
everybody.
back.
Have a seat. What was that?
I said I will be in the back. You will be in the back.
I'm gonna go ahead and go all the way around behind the desk and sit at his desk chair.
I'm gonna go in a corner somewhere away from everybody.
I'm just perching on a chair.
I'm gonna stand there with my hands behind my back, kind of like when I do in court.
Oh God. All right. And Bertrand kind of looks at you, Zig, a little puzzled, but then he just takes a seat next to where Cart is perched, seemingly unbothered, and he kind of holds his towel closed around his waist while he sits. All right. Well, we're missing someone. Never mind. I'll go talk to him later. I don't mind repeating myself. We are on our way to Goldilocks Island. Are any of you familiar?
I thought we were going to the Island of Sirens.
The island of what?
The sirens.
Oh, yes, we're going to be going there, but Goldilocks is a little bit, well, not closer, but,
On the way.
yes, on the way. And it is our job to stop at every landmass for dear Cart here.
Is there anything of significance on Goldilocks Island that is, known to be beneficial to the ship?
Everybody, obviously except for Felix in this moment, go ahead and give me a history check.
Ooh, yes.
How do I do that?
Have advantage on history.
Who? 21.
5. I have not been off my island.
Fair enough.
Wait. How do I do that again?
Okay, do you see it's on
12.
I did too.
I think it would be under your skills tab. You should have 6 little dots. If not, it'll be under intelligence, wisdom, and charisma.
Oh, I figured it out. My bad.
All good.
I got an 11.
Okay, sorry. I'm trying to be a good DM and take notes while I'm doing this.
Oh,
You need an assistant.
Well, Alex was my assistant, but now he's playing, so. All right, so we have, Venora, you are blank on this. You have no idea what he's talking about. Um, Zig, Johnny, and Cart, you all, well, specifically for Johnny and Zig, you guys have heard the name of the island before. Well, and you know that it's like a chain of islands, but you're not really sure anything more about that.
yep, with
Cart,
all the bears.
huh?
I think so. Yeah, there's a lot of bears there.
Cart, you paid attention in your history classes, and you are pretty familiar not with the inner workings of the Goldilocks Islands, but you know that there's three of them and that they each have pretty different environments despite being very close together.
Yeah, I just learned about them not too long ago. It's a chain of just three little islands. It's strange. There's something weird going on them. I don't quite remember what's weird about them, but they're all a little bit different. Well, actually, quite different. I think one's
So
really hot.
weird as
I
in
don't know.
interesting or weird as in dangerous?
Um, tomato, tomato.
Really, it's not.
Yeah, I don't like tomatoes either.
Yeah, I'm here with you that.
Uh, I'll have to consult my book again. I'm blanking on it.
Well, Captain, weird as in interesting or weird as in dangerous?
A little bit of both.
How so?
Well, one is chilly, barren. Another's very hot, also barren. And then another one, from what I recall, is quite nice.
I see.
But that's where we're going, so we should be there. Well, we'll be there tonight, but we won't be disembarking until tomorrow morning. So get yourselves ready. Well, myself, I will be staying on the boat, obviously. Uh, Diogo may escort you off the boat, but he needs to, do his job, so he'll be coming back to the boat. So really, Cart will need somebody to escort him through the island chains just to make sure that he can get his job done. Are there any volunteers?
Uh, you said that I would be working with Cart, so uh, hi Cart. It's nice to meet you. Uh, I'm really not that uh, I've never explored before, so I'm not going to be really much help other than maybe as an assistant. And if we come across some dangers, I don't think that I personally will be able to help in much of a substantial way. So if any of you guys have skills with uh, uh, creatures and weapons or whatever else would be. What kind of dangers are we going to face?
Bears.
Bears. Uh, okay. Those sound scary. And what exactly are bears?
Big, fuzzy, walking disaster balls.
Think
Oh,
Johnny, but bigger and with longer claws.
so kind of
Shorter
like
ears.
Felix.
Bigger.
Bulkier.
Oh.
That'll be okay. It's also my first adventure away from the nest as well.
I think that I probably ought to come with you. I don't see that there'll be much out of the ordinary on board the ship while we're gone, and you do seem like you'll be more likely in need of a doctor than the ship will at this point in time.
Yeah, I just need to get my inspection of the guns done. They've been pretty decent so far, so the boys should be able to handle it. I'll come with.
Zig, that was quite ominous.
I tend to be a little ominous, had you not noticed.
Fair enough.
That's a little, ah, uh, I'm sorry to speak up again, but has anybody seen Felix this morning?
No?
Oh, you guys saw him at breakfast, but then he went back to his room.
Well, not since breakfast.
I don't know if he'd be interested in coming along. Uh, was there anything else, Captain?
You there. Over in the corner. Do you want to go on an adventure tomorrow? And he points at you, Riker.
Well, I agree with Sig. I agree with that one. I don't think there'll be anything exciting happening on the ship, so sure.
Glorious. Who would like to ask Felix if he wants to go? I don't think he wants to see me.
Not it!
Not
Not
me.
it.
I need to go on a quick survey down the coast so I can jot it down. I forgot to do that before I got on the boat.
Yeah, I gotta check the medical stores.
Felix,
some
that
bad-
cat thing?
Yeah.
I will.
Okay. I'd like to inform you that he is a little moody in the morning. Kind of an original character. Best of luck.
All
He just kind of shake his head and shrug.
All right. And Bertrand kind of ushers you all out. I must get dressed now. Must do captaining. You have fun.
And Johnny's first out the door.
And I happily hop out along my way and I just take flight once I'm outside. And I'm just going up and down the coast trying to remember it so I can go to my bird's nest and write it down.
I'm gonna remain behind.
Going to leave very
with
fast.
Bertrand.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm out. I'm the first one out the door.
I'm after all y'all getting out of there.
Oh my god. All right. Hart, go ahead and give me an investigation roll.
Oh shit, I was muted. 19.
Okay. So yeah, with a 19, you are able to get the right height so you can see the details of the coast. Go ahead and other DMs. I'm thinking intelligence save to see how much he remembers so he can jot it down when he gets back to the ship. Yes, no?
And that's just no investigation.
Just investigation.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah,
you
I would go
go ahead.
investigation, survival, or investigation, survival. One of
Okay.
those two, whichever's higher.
Well, you got a 20. Wait, you got a 19 on investigation, you said?
Yes, 19.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, you're doing a good job. You fly a lot, you see a lot of things. You're pretty good at, well, I mean, the fact that you got sent on this mission kind of proves that you're very good at remembering things. So while you survey and Zig goes off to do doctory things, Riker, you are headed to Felix's room. How would you like to approach this?
Just knock on the door like regular and wait.
What?
I immediately forgot what I went to ask him for to go on the adventure.
Felix has not met you yet. Just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
What,
Guess I've seen you at
what do you got
breakfast,
to do
right?
with this person?
Yeah, you saw him at breakfast. You
Saw
guys
him
did
at
not speak.
breakfast. Okay, cool. The captain was wondering if you were wanting to go on an adventure tomorrow.
Are you saying this through the closed door?
Yes, yelling. Because you didn't open the door.
Nope, didn't open it.
Yup. Then I'm just yelling at you through the door.
I!
You alright in there?
Hairball.
Alright, well, I'll let him know then. I'll just walk away, because brother sounds like he needs a minute.
Oh my god, okay.
He said, yeah, walk away. That's all I needed.
All right. Oh, Zig, you
Ah,
didn't leave the captain's quarters. So after
No,
everyone
remain
shuffles
behind.
out, are you still sitting in his seat?
Oh yeah.
He's gonna stand up and look at you. Are you are you planning to watch me dress?
No.
Well, that's what I'm going to do, whether or not you're here.
I'm gonna give you a bit of advice.
Yes.
Next time we call a meeting, might want to be dressed before you call it.
I would say my ship, my rules, but I don't feel like that's appropriate. It's more like my room, my rules.
Fair enough, but the crew's health and well-being, including mental, is my responsibility.
You
And
think?
frankly, you're rather scarring to the emotional and mental well-being of most of the crew. I can give you a little bit of witch hazel for that rash.
Oh, this, I've had it for so long it's become a part of me.
Yeah, as I said, I can give you some witch hazel for it.
Well, that's very nice of you.
So yeah, dress before you call meetings because nobody needs to see that.
I will do my best to remember that.
I'll do my best to keep reminding you.
I think you and I are going to get along swimmingly, Zig.
I seriously doubt that. And I exit the stateroom.
All right, so you pass Riker as you leave because he's coming back to inform the captain of Felix's agreement. And do you say anything to each other as you
Oh
pass?
yeah. I grab Riker by the arm and say, yeah, give him a few minutes, he's dressing. You don't want to watch.
He'll kind of be taken aback that you touched him, but he'll nod.
And I just, tug the forelock that's hanging over the bandage over my eyes and head to my cabin.
All right, and Riker, are you taking the advice of waiting a few minutes?
Yes. Yes, 1,000 times yes. Ooh.
All right. So when you go in a few minutes later, Bertrand is dressed. Still looking
Thank
pretty
God.
gross, but he's dressed at least.
Better than before.
Ah, Riker, did you forget something?
No. Felix said, sure, to your little outskirt tomorrow.
Oh, lovely. Perfect. It's like a big party.
Something to that effect. All right. I'm gonna get going now.
Oh, okay, goodbye. And even though he said goodbye, he follows you out because he has to go back up to the top deck.
I'm gonna walk away and not look over my shoulder at all, period.
All right. And Venora, how are you spending your time as the day passes?
Okay, so I would initially, I stand back and I watch I watch Riker's interaction with the door and watch him go back. And as he passes me, and I know he's going to Bertrand's, I'm gonna shiver. Ugh. And then I'm gonna go knock on Felix's door.
Oi! Oi!
Knock that shit off with me. Felix, are you dressed?
Right. Of course I'm dressed.
Okay, I'm coming in. And I walk in and
Anybody see you come in here?
Felix, we're
What?
we're on a boat. Stop. Oh,
What do you want me to do? This is my voice. Damn.
I know, but every time, look, listen, you already got me talking like that.
You want me to look or listen? I can only do one thing at a time, man.
You are better pedigree than that. You can do both.
All right, you want to close that
Look,
door?
yeah, you're right. You're right. And I shut the door behind me and
Go back to ironing my slacks. Shit.
Felix.
What?
Okay, so we're gonna go to this place called the Goldilocks Islands. And there's these things called bears there. And they said that they're pretty big.
Uh-huh.
And
Oh, is that what that little nervous voice sounding new kid was saying about? Somebody knocked on the door.
I think that you need to be a little less callous. I know
You told me to be like that.
I know, but I didn't thought I did not ever think that you would be so abrasive. I mean, you do this pretty good.
I mean, you know I'm a, and all.
I know you're just a big kitty. I know that.
Yeah.
But
What? Never mind. He
look,
starts to iron his shirt.
I've got to go to the job that I am now given. I am, uh,
You're gonna learn it sucks being important.
I, trust me, I already know. I mean, I don't even know what a bear is. Like, how does anybody go through their life not knowing what a bear is if they
I
sound so
mean,
goddamn cute?
that's what them slippers I gave you for Christmas last year was made of.
Those furry things?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love them. I can't wait to see a bear. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give it a hug.
But make good shoes.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I gotta go help the purveyor of.
Wait a minute. Now I'm gonna have to go out there and keep this dumbass voice you told me to make up.
Look, you could just be you.
I
You.
could have just been me when I walked on. You're like, no, you should be a dickhead or some shit.
Well, yeah, but that was because we didn't think these people were gonna. They stopped us from getting STDs, and nobody needs
All about that. I'm thinking I had to do something about that nasty fucker.
Okay, first I need you to explain to me what an STD is.
Well, see, um, that's why I don't mess with the concubines. Mm.
Okay, I'm still lost.
Cause they got the burning, yearning, man.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
please don't do that. Don't ever do that motion again, please. That was.
He's got the drippy dick.
Oh, oh my
Oh
god.
my god. I
I
Felix,
thought I got blue waffle down there too. Who knows?
Felix, Felix.
What you asked?
Now I am going
Them
to ask.
sores on man.
Okay, so what do you propose that we do?
We maroon his ass on a fucking island and tuck the fuck off with his boat.
Well, then who would be captain?
I mean, it's not that important. I can do that shit.
Can you?
I fake it till I make it. You know what I'm saying?
Just do me a favor.
But
Stop talking in that dumb accent that you were talking in.
you taught it to me. You're like, oh, it's so good, Felix.
I know, but you still gotta quit sometime.
I actually thought this one was much better, but you're like, no, Felix, you sound like an idiot. Why do you fucking talk like this and pretend it's fake too? Fuck 'em.
Okay, just be yourself. And
Fine.
speaking of being yourself,
But
are you gonna take a job on the boat?
hell no.
Okay, well,
Unless it's catting.
well, you know what? You study how to be.
Then we got a problem because we're going to have to burn his room. And we can't burn it on the boat.
We possibly can. Uh,
I don't even think he knows what he's doing.
well, he probably don't.
That one feller be a good captain.
You mean the
The,
one
the
with,
drunken one.
the one with all the soot over him? The gunner.
Whatever.
Well, how about this? You come up with a plan on how to maroon him, and I go get dressed and show up at my very first day ever at work. Aren't you so proud of me?
Yeah.
I'm going to
He's
do
going to step
work.
around, put his pants on.
You,
Creased him perfect.
you do that pretty good for somebody who's never done their own pants.
I mean,
However, my love, they are backwards.
no, they're not, dumbass.
I thought I'd get you on that one. Goodbye, Felix. Why don't you go, hobnob
With who?
with the people on the boat?
Mm, ugh.
Be like water.
You know I know all about the fucking water now.
I know you're a desert cat.
Shh. Wait, never mind. Fuck off out of my room. I'm getting dressed.
Felix, before I leave, you might want to burn some incense. This place smells like a river folk asshole.
Well, that's from previous owners. Shit, ain't nothing I can do about it.
Okay.
Probably Bertram's old room.
Goodbye, my friend. Best of luck getting this smell out.
I'll be in your room in no time.
Don't you even dare. Are you talking about stealing my room?
I'll just go and bunk with you. I mean, not with you. Ew.
Oh.
All right, bye.
Bye. I'm gonna go to my room and change my clothes into some breeches and a white blouse, kind of flowy. Uh, and I brought a brown, not buckle, but a tie up front belt, and I'm gonna take the two daggers that the princess had given me and put one in my boot And then the other one I'm going to place between my breast and the shirt underneath, stuck in the corset. And then I'm going to put my hair in low pigtails and go try to find Cart.
All right. Cart, are you finished surveying?
Yeah, I think I'm just coming back. Going down the deck. Where would I be doing the map? Like, do I have a room to do that in, or am I to improvise?
Oh yeah, no, there's like a map room, so you'd be able to use that room. It's right across the hall from Bertrand's room.
Ugh. Okay.
Yeah.
So I just fly down there and just gleefully hop towards my map room.
So, Fenoria, you see this harpy eagle of an Aarakocra, and he is straight up just like happy hopping towards the lower decks.
I recognize him as the cartographer, and I'm gonna kind of follow behind and make mental notes of his disposition and how he holds himself. And can I roll perception to see if those daggers openly move about under his wings, and if he has any other weapons on him? Because he looks a little wet under the ears to me.
Oh, absolutely. Go ahead and roll it.
Possibly uh, as wet as I am.
Okay.
Insight or perception? Perception. No, not that kind, sir. 16.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
No, leave it to dog.
Yeah, with a 16, I'm gonna say you do see that. Actually, I'll let Alex explain how his daggers are set up for you.
Yeah, they're just like in like the holsters in the under the wing. I kind of said that at the beginning of the game.
Mm-hmm. And do you have any additional weapons on you?
Not at the moment, no.
Okay,
Put
so
them
yeah,
in my room.
you just kind of see how his inner wings have like sheaths for all of his small daggers, but you don't see any other weapons.
Um, Cart, was it?
Yes, that's my name.
Hi. So I asked for kind of a cushy job, and first mate was already taken, but I don't want to be first mate at Bertrand's. So I had brought up quartermaster, and that means that I would be working with you.
Okay.
So I have no idea of what I'm doing. It was the only word that I knew. So I'm going to be kind of useless at first, but I'll try to learn quickly.
That's alright. I'm pretty new at it too. I just learned it, but I'll help you along the way. Right now, just help me unfurl this blank map and get me a well of ink.
Okay. Absolutely. And then I will find 4 things that's kind of heavy around the room that won't leave any dents in the paper, and hold down the one side while we undo the other side, and then set one down and hand you the final, and then
Perfect. You're a
run
natural at
off
this
to it.
already.
Do you need a quill as well?
Nah, I use my talon.
But won't your hands get dirty? Well,
It's only the one talon. I kind of float a little bit as I scribe. It'll be
okay.
okay.
All right. And then she goes and she gets the inkwell. Do you
Meta,
prefer a
how
certain
is a
color?
black talon going to show black ink in any other way other than just black on black?
Well, I know when it starts drying out, I can see like the line getting thinner and lighter, so I know to
No,
redip my
I meant
talon.
from the standpoint of you getting dirty. It's not going to
Oh,
show.
yeah. Fair enough. Anyway.
So, the nest that you made at the top of the boat. What
Yeah, I'm
is
still
that
working on
for?
it. Oh, it's for me to watch and help me with my cartography. I'm also just trying to make it a little bit more comfortable. It's just wood planks right now. I need to find some twigs and some hay.
I really can't do much for twigs and hay, but I have uh, an extra velvet jacket. If you would like that, maybe that would make it a little softer.
Oh, yes. That would be lovely.
Remind me when we're done here, and I'll grab it for you.
Okay. And I'm just gonna, kind of float above the table, just dipping my talon in and sketching out what I saw. All the coastline, the hills, and where I saw a different game.
All right. And as you two are kind of chatting while you map things out, uh, Johnny, what are you doing?
Immediately after leaving the captain's quarters, I made a beeline straight for the gun deck to supervise the main inspection of the guns and powder and all that. And basically get prepared to just, you know what it is. I'm sending a deck saying, O'Shannon, Riley, get the crew together. It's time for the main inspection.
All right. And your fellow gunners kind of fall into a line in front of you. They they look disheveled. They usually do. They're covered in soot. Their hands are, the tips of their fingertips are all stained with, gunpowder and the black sand that you use to make the explosives. But they do their best to, stand up straight because they respect you, and they also know that if you fail them on their inspection, that they will probably get a nice slap upside the head.
Yeah, and I take a look at them and say, all right, back at your posts. Let's do this.
And they all give you a quick salute and go back to bustling around and getting things, stashed away, checking the inventory, cleaning the insides of the cannons. Like they're a pretty well-oiled machine under your direction.
Yeah, this is kind of normal uh, inspection, cleaning after breakfast, and then the rest of the day is free, barring any emergencies for them.
All right, and Diogo kind of makes his way over to you, looks over at the other gunners, and then leans back against the ship's railing. How are they doing?
Well, so far so good.
Let me get a little bit of that flask before Bertrand sees.
And I just hand it straight to him. Don't even look at him.
He grabs it without looking.
Diego,
Huh?
yeah, Diego and I are basically
Old friends.
old friends and the only sane ones on the ship.
Yeah,
The only sane.
you've been long suffering Bertrand's shit. And he takes a swig and then takes another one and hands it back to you, claps you on the shoulder. All right, let me know if you need anything.
Yeah, I know how it goes.
By the way,
But
how do you know if there's bears on the islands?
I don't.
You seemed pretty adamant that there were bears.
Gut feeling.
Fair enough, your gut feelings are usually spot on.
Never been there, but I just heard the name of the bears.
All right then. I'll be up with Bertrand. Please need something and call me.
Excited to be with you.
And he kind of like dejectedly goes up to stand with Bertrand. Zig, what are you up to?
Zig returned to his quarters and started packing a med kit away bag. Sort of checked his normal armor, equipped his surgical dagger, his rapier, crossbow, and his belaying pin warhammer, and put together his medical kit for away trips. And then he's just going to go ahead back on the deck and sort of watch the waves roll away. Zig can stand and watch the waves roll away for hours.
Okay. And Riker, did you go back to your room or did you go up on deck? Where did you find yourself?
I find myself being curious. Walked up and from very, very, very far away, kind of watched the gun inspection.
Okay, let me see here. Steven, roll me perception.
Alright, give me a second. $21.
Oh yeah, you definitely like have that back of the neck prickle feeling of being watched, and when you look around, you see Riker watching you and your gunners do your thing.
Something I can help you with, Salem?
He was kind of shrug and like think about his words for a second before continuing. Not particularly, just curious
About what?
how things work here.
You looking for something to do?
Not unless you got something for me to do.
Talk to Diego. He generally handles jobs around the ship. It's not job assignments.
I can do that.
Alright. Off with you.
I guess I will be off.
Johnny.
I guess I'll have to walk away.
And you make your way up towards where Diego's like he's coming down away from Bertrand because he's already had enough. And he kind of catches you looking for him. What can I help you with? Riker, was it?
That is me. I guess I found myself bored, looking for something to do.
Oh, there's plenty to do around here. Did you have a particular interest?
Preferably not around people. Too many of them, at least.
Do you like doing dishes?
Not really, but if it's a job that needs to be done, I can try and get it done.
Well, aside from being in your room, which has no people, you can always go down to the mess hall and help Cookie clean up and get ready for lunch.
I will consider that, thank you.
Not a problem. We picked you up in Cavasso. Are you from there?
Originally, yes, yeah. Yeah, I lived there all my life.
Very nice to know. Well, I assume if you want to be near your countrymen, you can hang about with Felix or with Johnny, though neither one of them seem like very good company.
To be fair, I don't reckon I am either.
Meta.
Yes,
What is your race again?
he's human.
Yeah, I'm human.
Interesting. Okay.
Mhm.
From Cavasso.
I don't know what Cavasso is, I just picked a human.
It's so generally it's gonna be like Herringons and Tabaxis, but people immigrate there. It's if your parent, depending on what you want your parents to have done, like whatever they did landed them there, and then they had you.
There you
Oh,
go.
I'll make
That
it
works.
interesting.
You say you'll make it interesting?
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
Beautiful.
Alright.
All right. So Riker, did you want to go down and help Cookie, or are you just kind of gonna sit back and watch?
I guess I'll go back to my room. Away
Okay.
from all people.
So the day passes, and soon
Actually,
enough.
I'd like
Oh,
to interrupt.
yeah,
I'd
go
like to
ahead.
interrupt here. Zig sees Riker passing by. He says, yeah, no, sorry. Detour here over to the med quarters, if you wouldn't mind, for a few minutes.
He won't really say anything, but he'll walk over.
All right, so here it is. Got a level with you. Captain is a disaster walking. Avoid him at all costs.
That much is apparent. Thank
Absolutely.
you.
Secondly, I need to know if you've been exposed to anything contagious, or if you've been recently in any area that has a contagious outbreak.
Me
Just
as
the
a player,
fucking
I don't
captain.
know. On God.
All
I
right,
was
then.
gonna say that out
Leave
loud.
me if
I'm
you have
sorry.
any kind
I'm
of
No,
just
you're
passing through.
here?
My bad.
Wait,
I'm just passing through. I'm
I'm
sorry. I'm
confused.
sorry.
Okay, alright,
I'm just
carry
passing
on.
through.
Yeah, Felix is just kind of walking past you
Okay,
again.
thought that was Corey. My bad. Rico kind of shake his head. Bless you, Stephen.
Thank you.
So, yeah, Zig just kind of gives him the same basic interview he gave to everybody.
Cool beans.
So Felix came in during this? Hello?
Felix?
Sorry. I'm like cleaning up a mess that I made. So please repeat that.
Zig gives Riker this interview that he'd given to everybody, and you said something, so I wondered if you came in during the middle of it.
I was passing through. I might have, if it's in a room, I accidentally opened the door and came in.
Oh, yeah, it's the infirmary.
Oh yeah. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. Sorry, mates. Shuts the door.
Can I do something for you, Felix?
Are you yelling that through the closed door?
Yeah, as the door's closing.
What? I mean,
Did
what?
you need to know
What?
that?
No, I'm just wandering around. I ain't need nothing. I'm sorry. I interrupted and my bad. Bye.
Bye. So yeah, as I was
Rico just
saying,
kind of watched this confused and then looked.
if you had been anywhere where there was anything contagious going on or any kind of a public health outbreak, I needed to know about it.
just kind of nod and kind of be quiet.
All right, dismissed. Come see me if you need something.
He'll leave. It's very quiet.
All right, so the morning passes. You guys are all kind of doing your own thing, and then the dinner bell sounds, or not dinner, the lunch bell sounds, and it's kind of like a low bell tone that doesn't seem to phase any of the crew. They keep doing their jobs. Um, but Diego kind of, whoever's on deck, he like waves you down and it's lunchtime.
I'll go back and do my same exact thing. Make sure there's limes in the bowl on the table and sit down with a glass of water.
All right. And Johnny, you know that this particular lunch bell is for anybody who's being chartered on the boat. It's not necessarily for the crew yet.
Yeah.
Have I finished my map? I don't know how long that will take.
You've had enough time. Yeah, you've had a couple of hours.
Okay. Can I do like a perception or something, like how well I did? I have high standards of myself.
Go ahead and roll performance.
Oh fuck, -1.
Wait a second, do you have cartography tools?
Yes.
Then you can add your proficiency score to it.
How the fuck do I do that? Where's my proficiency score?
It'll be up at the top above the.
Oh, +2. Okay,
You
so
see it.
+1. All right. Roll well. 9.
You were feeling real good about it while you were doing it, but now that you have finished and you take a step away, you realize that even though you were hovering and doing your normal thing, something about being on this ship has like fucked with your equilibrium, and it looks like a toddler has just kind of scribbled a coastline down.
Oh fuck. It's not good enough. Just grab this piece of paper, roll out another one. I'm gonna skip lunch and try and do this again.
And Venora, you kind of also see how bad this is.
You know, I think that it was because of the way that you were flapping your wings. It might have made your feet a little bit unsteady. Maybe while we're on the boat, you try it with a quill.
I don't know what taught how to use a quill. I think I'll just try and stand with my one foot. Is there a patch of leather or something they can put onto my foot so I don't mark the paper?
Do you want me to grab it for you?
Yes, assistant, please.
Okay. And maybe do you need a rope or something maybe to hold on to with your hands so that you don't, like, when we hit a wave, it don't throw you forward?
I think I have good enough balance with my wings and all.
Okay.
I don't think I'd hold on to that and stand one-footed and actually do this. I only got 2 talents, you know?
No, the next thing I would like to bring up, Cart, is if you don't eat, then, you're gonna end up suffering. So how about we start again after lunch?
Yeah, I guess I could take a break. I'm disappointed in myself anyway. Okay. As long as there's no fucking eggs. If there's eggs, I'm fucking leaving.
Yeah, I could see that being an issue.
Did you have eggs this morning?
No. I kind of skipped breakfast.
Oh, okay.
I had intended to eat, but uh, I, without offending you, not too many people cook the eggs enough for me. Uh, they just end up being kind of gross and squishy. Do you eat? Do you eat like chicken and stuff like that?
I try to stay away from the poultry just for respect, you know? Walk on kind of the same boat. Pardon the porn. But
No, I no, I understand completely. Uh, I don't, and I don't mean to be offensive in any way. Maybe I'll just eat in my room.
oh no, I don't mind if you get to fill a bird. Every once in a while we have to do it as well. I just prefer rabbits.
Oh, are you going to eat the gunner?
Oh, he do look tasty, don't he?
Uh, not my type of meat. Uh,
Oh my god.
but yeah, he looks tasty for his size, I guess.
Oh, good rabbits do.
Mm.
Oh, my mom used to make one every Sunday.
Is this anywhere near me?
No,
We're walking down
no,
to the
they're
lunchroom
yeah,
now.
they're walking from the map room to the mess hall. You do not hear this.
Okay, do I get a premonition about
Nope.
His somebody's gonna eat me to sense is tingling.
Oh my god.
And as
Alex
we
gets his cannibal revenge.
Yup.
right, hey, it wasn't. It's not towards me, so I don't think it's complete revenge.
Yeah, this one's uninvolved in the cannibal mess.
He's like, I wasn't even there at the time, man.
Oh lord. All right, so yeah, you guys make your way into the mess hall, and Cookie has like paid attention to where you guys were sitting at dinner and then again at breakfast, so he kind of set the far end of one table up for all of you. Um, unfortunately, lunch is not as appetizing as breakfast was. It's like brined beef, the hardtack bread and biscuits. Um, you get lots of water, and of course, the bowl of limes.
Riker is going to get his plant and sit near Zig.
Okay. Zig, you're like pressed into the corner of the table, and Riker just kind of sits down next to you.
I'm fine with that. Zig isn't eating, he's just holding a cup of water in front of him.
So,
I'm not
so
gonna say anything yet.
Okay.
I don't want to walk on the table to get my different portions, but could someone make me a plate of the beef and a lime and some of that bread? Don't all talk at once.
I mean, the
Fine, I'll
blue
just walk
girl's
on the
sitting right
table.
next to you. The
No,
blue girl's standing right next to you, ask her.
I'll just kind of pick up one of the plates and hand it to him, and uh, I guess I'm your assistant here too, huh? And I'm gonna try, I'm gonna try to pick up a piece of the beef with the thing, and I don't usually serve people, so this whole assistant thing's kind of weird, and she's gonna try to fork it, and it's gonna slide off, and gonna fork it again, and it'll slide off, and then I'm just gonna grab the plate from him and kind of scoot it over with my hand and look at my hand in utter disgust and take some of Zig's water from his cup, and I lift up my fingers and his water comes out, and I just kind of wash my hands with it in the air, and then I take and do it again, but towards clean water, and refill the cup with fresh water.
Oh, well, now that's a thing.
I figured it was better than just putting the water back in, and I didn't. I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking.
No, it's all right. I ain't worried about it.
I, do you mind if I sit with you, Doc?
It's a table. I'm in the corner of the table. Next to me is this bugger. There's a whole bench on the other side. 3 seats beside this bugger.
And I'm gonna kind of sit down right next to Riker. And so, who are you? And where are you from?
I want to have a mouthful.
You're
I have
Sorry.
perfect timing.
Oh my god.
This is bad timing.
Where am I sitting compared to everyone else? And did you actually give me the plate of food, or you just take it and go sit down?
No, I gave you back the food.
Okay.
I thought about that. Like, I just set it. I set it on like right in front of the meat area, which is like I would say almost the opposite end of Zig.
Cool. All right. Can you repeat
And I
the
got
question?
and I got a space for Felix next to me. So who are you and
I'm
where are
there.
you from?
I'm sitting next to you then.
Oh, perfect.
Well, my name is Riker, and my history is my business.
Oh, you have history?
No.
To be fair, everybody does.
Some of us have boring history. I've lived a pretty uneventful life, so I don't really have no history. But I could tell you some really good stables that well, never mind.
The RBF King is just going to sit there and look at you angrily.
Meta. Well, not meta. What do you look like? No, I need him to tell me. I want him to tell me what he looks
What do you look like,
like.
Riker?
Mind your own lady.
Want me to tell you what I look like? Wait. That's
Yes.
not Riker. I'm curious.
I don't need Riker to tell me. You tell me what Riker looks like. Is Riker tan?
He's like white, tan. I guess because he's from the desert. I would assume.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Are you fresh from Cavasso?
I think. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. He got
Yeah.
on shortly before you did and went like straight to his
Uh-huh.
room.
Excellent. I'd like to roll perception,
Go for it.
and I would like to ask for advantage, because I know what Cavasso smells like.
I will give that to you.
That's my reasoning for asking anything.
Okay. Still confuzzled here, so bear with me.
Okay, so I don't know anything about your character, right? But
I
No,
kind of
don't tell me
wait.
anything.
I don't want to.
That's fine.
Okay, well,
yeah, don't give me anything. I'm rolling to see if I can smell the
Okay, but you have eyes, right?
I
Like
do.
you can no, hang on. I'm not being in a mean way. I'm like your character can like see, I'm assuming. So I had the
I
idea
can
that
see
his
you.
jacket is
14.
from
That was at advantage?
whatever guard they have.
Yeah, that sucks, but it is what it is.
I'll give that you don't necessarily smell Cavasso on him,
The clothing.
but the clothing is similar, but more importantly, the sword that he's carrying is made of that black sand obsidian.
Oh, really?
Oh yes.
Okay. I am
But if
taking
it's
note of
she,
these.
would he actually see it?
Yeah, so the way Kopesh swords work, the holster has to be actually not completely sewn all
essentially?
the way up. It has to be
Gotcha.
open a little bit, yeah, so you can actually get it out.
Right, so I'm not engaging. I'm taking these notes in my head.
Okay.
I just was wanting to do that right quick.
No, perfect.
And those are good things to know as of right now. Currently, I'm just, Felix is chilling. He's dressed slick as fuck in like some nice pleated slacks and one of them blousy shirts with a tight vest. Open at the collar.
The clothes that you're wearing, are they Cavassian?
Mine?
Yep.
I mean, they're very high quality, possibly made in Cavasso.
It would because you are dressed more like a noble than a traveler or a fighter of any kind, you could honestly be from anywhere. It's just the fact that you look pretty posh.
Okay.
Yeah, and it has like a sailor flair to it.
Now the same question to Riker. Is his
Autogram.
clothes does his clothes come off as Cavassian? You were saying that you were a guard member.
Yeah, my idea was that his jacket is like part of the uniform, but it's the only part of the uniform that he still wears.
Okay, and Dippy, would
Yes, ma'am.
I or Felix recognize that as a Cavassian guard jacket?
Felix definitely would. Um, Perception aside, like he absolutely knows what that is. I'm gonna have to ask you for a perception roll.
While she's doing that, I have a question.
Sure.
As like a player, so Corey just straight up asked, "Can I roll perception?"
Yeah.
Okay, so he did that to make notes. So he did that, and if he hits, then you tell him something, right?
Right.
Okay, cool.
So it's
So kind of it works.
Go ahead, Doug.
The higher you roll, the more potential information you might get. So it's kind of on different
Yes.
levels in a way.
Mhm.
So yeah, rolling perception is the way to find things out about what you can
See,
see, hear, smell, kind of in your immediate area. And sometimes it takes a further roll to get more detail than that information, which would be an investigation. That's literally where you say, well, I'm going to pick this up and look at it for like a secret lock. You really can't get that with a perception roll. That's an investigation roll.
Yeah, the perception roll would let you see that there is a lock. The investigation roll would kind of move more into how does this lock work.
Okay,
Right.
cool.
Which is the difference in wisdom and intelligence.
And to make it a little bit more
perception-
simple, if there's something you want to do, just say what you want to do, and the DM will tell you what skill you need to roll in
Yep.
to get the
Okay,
knowledge
cool.
or see the thing you want or whatever.
Yep.
All right, I'm tracking. Carry on. My bad.
No, you're fine.
And if
Good, man. Those are good questions.
if you were suspicious or you want to know what another player is doing with their character at a moment, Especially if you want to know what you think they're thinking, you can ask for an insight check.
You have to ask for it properly, though. You have to say insight check.
Oh God.
Oh my God! Thank you not.
Power Rangers now?
Oh my God.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's not.
Jesus. All right. So Venora, unfortunately, with that perception roll, you don't recognize that it's Cavassian. Like you said, you've never left your island. The only Cavassian people that you've ever seen have been nobles, and their guards. You know, you worked in the palace. Their guards weren't really allowed access to the palace. It was just the nobles. So you're not familiar.
So, you look pretty gruff. Have you always been a seaman?
God damn it, Gala.
Are you talking to Riker?
Yes.
Oh. No, it's a very new job for me.
Oh, what did you do before?
Another job.
Oh, this is my very first job. I get to help him, and I'm gonna point to Cart, and we are making maps.
Making maps. Interesting.
Well, we're fucking trying to. It's not coming that well at the moment.
Just have a little bit more faith in yourself.
Yeah, I just don't want to disappoint the godmother, you know?
I understand. Have you ever met a godmother? Right? You said your name was Riker?
Yeah. No.
Oh, I hope I get to meet the godmother. So is everybody here at this table going to the Goldilocks Islands? Ashore?
I think so. I thought we were all planning on going. I believe Johnny's going.
I might as well go ahead and go, man. You know what I'm saying? And just get to know y'all a little better.
Yeah, I'm speaking for you. I believe Johnny was going with us too.
Nice. I'm gonna look over at Felix and smile because he's using his most accurate accent.
Oh God.
I have a question.
Yes.
Again, sorry.
No, seriously,
Really?
don't
You're
be
good, man.
sorry.
It's
Ask
okay.
questions whenever
Ask
you're
questions.
curious.
Okay,
Mhm.
so if I wanted to do the perception thing to figure out something about somebody, could I? Like, can I? Like, right
Of
now?
course.
Yeah, what are you trying to find out?
I want to
Can
figure
I interject
out.
just real quick?
Yeah, go ahead, Don.
Yeah, yes.
Right now is kind of what we call like free actions. So you can kind of do whatever you want. So, like Alex said, just say what you want to do, and then Dippy will tell you what. And that'll get you more familiar with what roles go with what. Does that make sense?
Yes.
We're not in like any order. You know, as long just feel free to speak. Sometimes we start stomping on one another, and we got to
Mm-hmm.
pull ourselves back. So don't be afraid to just start talking.
Yeah, I gotta get better with stomping on others to get my word in before the scene changes.
I mean, without being able
Don't
to
be afraid.
see our faces, we're gonna stomp them. It's gonna happen. We just have to learn how to back off and take your turn. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you.
And
Sorry.
that's Bogey.
Nah.
No, it's Charlie.
No, it's
The
Bogey.
dog is anger.
So you
I gotta.
wanted to ask about something. So
I wanted
ask
to.
about yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to see if I couldn't figure out if Zig is blind or not because he wears the bandana.
Ooh.
Trying to figure out if he's blind.
Get down.
And I
Excellent.
got a
Okay,
13.
yeah, go
Would
ahead.
that be perception or insight?
Bogey.
Insight,
Wait.
actually.
I did perception.
No.
Should I do insight? Did I do it
But
wrong?
look at your modifier. If it's the same, just go with whatever you rolled.
Oh.
Yeah, so for perception, next to it, it says plus something or minus something. Same
Yes.
with insight. So
Okay, I have.
is one higher than the other?
Yeah. So do a higher one?
Yeah.
Okay. I got a 14.
Okay.
All right. You cannot really tell by looking at Zig because the bandage does appear to cover his eyes, but he does not appear to act like a blind person. He reaches for things and picks them up immediately as if he can see them. He looks through the bandage at people as they're speaking. He doesn't walk into walls. He doesn't count his steps. He doesn't feel for obstacles. He appears to be able to see.
That's all I wanted.
All
you.
right. Yeah, if it's something about another character, we all tend to let the other person describe it, like whoever's playing that character, simply because they're better at it.
Yeah. Makes sense.
But yeah, so as far as you can tell, Zig looks blind, most likely isn't.
I.
And, as you're all kind of eating companionably, there's another higher pitched bell that goes off, and within 30 seconds, the crew is shuffling into the mess hall. Johnny, where are you going to sit?
You're not gonna be here for another 5 minutes.
No, we can wait for the bogey bomb to diffuse.
Okay.
Oh my God, was it the church people?
No, they're doing about 45 minutes.
Oh, got it.
He's
It's just
Well, I think
somebody
we're
that
getting
movie doesn't like.
pretty close to the end of our meal, no?
So, Johnny, he's asking you where you're sitting.
just wherever's free.
Are you sitting with us or are you sitting with your crew?
Both of my crew. I generally sit with the crew unless I need to.
Okay. Okay, yeah, and because you guys were there earlier than the crew, you're kind of finishing up your food. And Cookie is already starting to run hot, like, boil some water so he can do the dishes. And he glances over at you all. Hey, you done?
I am.
Well, bring the plate over.
Okay. And I grab any other plates that are right there.
Oh, thank you.
Felix,
Oh, here you go.
thank you. Riker, are you done?
I remember that they don't come take these plates from me. Shit.
And then I just grab them. Zig's, and if Zig's
All Zig
done.
has is a cup. Just a
Yeah.
cup full of water that did not get drank at all. Never went down.
Can I do an insight on that?
Absolutely. What are you trying to find out exactly?
I think it's a little odd that a doctor is not drinking their water.
Sorry.
So I am mostly trying to get the insight on whether or not the doctor trusts the water.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that. Dad walked in,
No, you're
It's
fine.
okay.
and then I had to tell him to go away.
I'm not resisting the insight, and I will tell you that it doesn't appear to be that he doesn't trust the water. It's more that he doesn't need it.
Uh-huh.
You feel like he takes a cup of water because people feel more comfortable if he appears to be eating or drinking something.
Yeah, I'm gonna say with a 13, you clearly can tell that he's not afraid of the water. He doesn't distrust the water. Um, but you're not entirely sure if he even needs water.
Now, do you look gaunt?
Yeah, I look gaunt and unhealthily pallid. I look dead.
She's just skinny.
Just skinny.
He just needs to eat more.
Skinny King represent.
So she'll take that in and uh, sh- would I have met anybody like Zig before?
No, you've never left Ceylana. You would never have seen anyone like Sig before.
Okay, so and a real quick meta question: what in that court? What races would I have intermingled with?
You would have seen tabaxis, um, humans, probably Aarakocra because the floating city does, pass over and there's emissaries from there. Um,
Astral elves or elves because
yeah,
the city
elves,
has to.
and obviously Genasi, but other than that, you're pretty sheltered in terms of different races.
Okay, because that's gonna have an effect on how she reacts, especially around Johnny and anything else that's non-familiar. Okay, happens solo.
Okay, and does Benora have any like reaction to her revelation?
A lot of curiosity, so her face kind of lights up with a little bit of trepidation, but at the same time, it's very, very interesting and unique. And uh, visibly, I think you guys would see just one of those childhood innocence that just melts over her face. And she turns real quick because she realizes that she's staring now
Oh,
and starts to blush and turns herself and goes over to Cookie and hands him the plates.
and Cookie, like, he's elbow deep in water and he's kind of looking at her and he raises a brow and just nods towards the counter. Just set him down.
Oh, okay. Um, here you go. And when I'm done working with Cart, do you need any help?
Always dishes to be doing, so yes.
Can you teach me?
Teach you how to wash dishes?
Yeah.
You've never washed a dish.
No, not at all.
Where are you from?
I'm from Selena.
Okay, um, you're in the middle of the ocean and you've never washed a dish.
Yeah, we have people that do that.
Oh, you're one of them royals.
Yeah, that's a really loose way of putting it. Yeah. But can you teach me, please?
Oh, I I'll teach you.
That's great. And for teaching me, if you want, every Thursday I'll do dishes for you.
he kind of brightens up at that and nods pretty enthusiastically, like, oh, deal.
And I'm gonna walk away thinking that I got the better end of this deal.
Oh, Jesus.
You sweet summer child.
Oh, I love her. All right. So yeah, your lunch is pretty much over. The cruise lunch just started, and Cookie's, starting the process of doing dishes behind the counter. Is there anything else you guys wanted to do while you're in the mess hall, or anything else you wanted to talk about?
I'm about busting out my seat to go back to my map. I gotta get it right this time.
Oh.
I'm gonna go on my way to the table, and I see him get up, and I'm like, well, Felix, it's back to work. And guess what? I get to learn how to do dishes.
Golly, that's pretty cool. I never washed a dish in my life.
Do you want to learn how to do it too?
I mean, it's probably like the same as washing your ass or something like that. You know, you just kind of clean it off.
Oh my God.
No, I mean, if I ever have to do it, I just wing it.
Okay. Bye. And I'm going with Cart.
Bye.
Oh Lord.
Snake's gonna stay there in the corner, kind of watching the rest of the crew eat, just sitting. Not doing much, just observing.
Okay. All right.
That sure is a nice blade you got there.
No.
And who
Talking
is?
to Riker.
Oh, okay.
What? Can you repeat that?
That sure is a nice blade you got there.
He'll just kind of look down at it and look back at you. And
Damn, that's nice nice blade. Where you say you from again?
Dippy, please remind me of the name of this place.
Cavasso.
Did you say though?
Cavasso, thank you.
Yup.
Sorry.
No, not
Did
at
you
all.
say that?
Nah, it's the same with me.
And
Vaso, how you come across that there blade, man? That's nice.
It's been with me for a very long time.
Well, man, man, you look like I got socks older than you, man. How old are you? You can't have been no long time. Give me a break.
He's just gonna kind of look at you and not answer you.
Oh, there you go with the silent treatment now. That's how you know a motherfucker's fibbing, man. That's all right, though. I'll find out. I know lots about the Vaso.
I'm sure you
That's-
do.
Oh, that's a nice coat, too. That's why I was asking, man. Yeah, that's for that coat and that blade. And there's something interesting about you. I'm watching you, boy. All right, now. Bye.
He's just
Get
gonna
up and
give you a
leave.
weird look and stay quiet.
Oh my God.
A little bit weirded out there. Sorry, that was me. That was Bailey as a person.
Okay, so you would know that, or will know this, but your character won't know it for a while. You and Dog are from the same area. You, Dog,
Yes.
and Steven.
From
And
the same city, right?
No, just from the same country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I meant. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
now, meta question: would Dog have been in that area? Were you a city guard or like a castle royal guard type thing?
I don't know. I haven't thought that far.
Okay.
What would work
Let it
better?
happen organically, honey.
Okay. I don't know.
No, not a problem. That is something that can be worked out background-wise as we move forward.
Yeah, that's something you won't know for a while until you like start getting
Mm-hmm.
the idea of what it is to be the player. You know what I'm saying?
And
Mhm.
also, I think that as a character, his jacket would be, depending on how long it's been since you've been there, it would be worn. And if it was from, say, the city or the castle, it would be too worn to tell at the moment.
Here's the question for me though: does the jacket tell me where he's from?
That is a
What part of Cavasso?
good question. Uh, Bailey, does Riker have any kind of insignia outside of just like the Cavasso, you know, coat of arms sort of thing that would signify where exactly he's from, or is it just the Cavassian coat that he's wearing?
I would feel like he would take any insignias off, but he does have 3 similar to what Tor stripes are on like Marines jackets on the right sleeve.
Okay, so yeah, no indication of where exactly, but definitely Cavassian. And you can obviously tell with the stripes that he's done work there.
Fair enough. That's cool.
All right.
So Felix just wandering around the boat,
Okay, and
whistling.
Zig's just chilling in a corner. Riker, do you want to stay there, or are you going off to do your own thing?
I'll kind of stay there.
Okay, so
Zig and Riker holding down the table.
yep. So Zig and Riker are just chilling in the mess hall. Venora and Cart are back in the map room while Cart attempts to redeem himself and make a better version of his shit map. uh, Felix is roaming the boat, and Johnny is eating with his crew. And that is where we're going to leave off tonight, guys.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice.